There are a lot of different organizations in Kansas that encourage us to engage with nature. There's one in particular that promotes conservation and environmental education, and it's the subject of our first story.
Today we attended a KACEE work conference. It gives you ideas and background, and so it's like an educational opportunity for teachers of all levels, preschool through 12th grade and beyond, can take this course and learn about all the different types of activities.
Absolutely. KACEE takes something that can seem unwieldy, like what do you talk about first? There are so many issues. KACEE takes it and says, actually, no, it's not that hard. You're already teaching these things in school. Why don't you think about it in these different categories? And so they really do make it very accessible and very exciting for kids.
The Kansas Association of Conservation and Environmental Education is a statewide organization located in Manhattan. The mission of KACEE is to help Kansans become environmentally literate.
What I mean by that is that they have the skills and the knowledge and the understanding, the critical thinking and the problem-solving skills that they can make informed and responsible decisions about the environment. And we go about that by education, environmental education. And we like to say, we don't teach people what to think about the environment, we teach them how to think.
KACEE was established in 1969 when members of the Kansas Association of Conservation Districts, the Kansas Department of Education, and the State Conservation Commission began exploring the idea of creating an advisory council for conservation and environmental education.
For those of us who remember what was going on in 1969, that was a time in our country where we were becoming increasingly aware of how we were impacting the environment. It was the time that the Cuyahoga River in Ohio caught fire because there was so much chemical and oil on the surface of the water. The time that Congress took action and actually passed the Clean Water and the Clean Air Acts. It was the time, 1970 was the time of the first Earth Day. And it was also the time, 1970 was the year that then President Nixon established the Environmental Protection Agency. So our organization started at a time when people were starting to understand that we were having some issues with our environment, and one of the strategies and one of the ways that we could work on that is through education.
KACEE operates with only a small staff, but they have established dozens of partnerships with government agencies, business, industry, and schools to provide a non-biased, science-based environmental education.
And to maximize their impact, we primarily work with other educators. So we teach teachers and we teach other educators who work in informal settings, like folks who work in zoos or nature centers or with scouts or camp programs.